Hello, I'm Barry Sperling. This is my garden 4 miles south of Alexandria, Virginia, and this is April 24th. You're looking at Tina's World in the near ground. A little bit behind that is Pucanense. Tina's World is a strap. And a Menum with Delaware Valley White in the background. Now, one of the things that I do is to try to measure the first full flower for every one of the plants that I have. That allows me to put them together when I'm transplanting and making new beds. So the goal would be to have a large area that's all in flower at the same time. This is the central early bed. Coronado is the red one in the foreground. Forest sunset. Got my times wrong. The pink one to the right. Christmas cheer behind that. Herbert behind that. The purple one. The white one back left is Rose Greeley. To the right of that is the white one is Kagura. There's an Amenum in the background. This one looking at in the center is a sport of a Joe Klimowitz reject that was Festive Cross Satellite, the same cross that he used for Antoinette Martin. And I rather like this. It looks an awful lot like Satellite itself, but it comes early instead of waiting till later in the year. To the right of that is Gloria Lewis, and that's another one of his named hybrids, Joe Klimowitz. The large white one in the center is Rose Greeley. The red one to the right of that is Christmas Cheer. To the left, the pink one is Joe Klimowitz's Lovely Linda. To the left of that, the sprawling purple one is Robin Hill Congo. Above that, the red one is Nuccio's Rose Glitters, and a scattering of other ones. Polaris is the white one back there. The near white one is Nuccio's Lilac Lady. In the distance is Amenum. Another view, that's Bowie Mill 8422 is the pink one on the lower left. Got, again, Delaware Valley White and Amenum there. The Festive Cross Satellite that I used to do that cross that gave me a satellite view is the red one to the left of Rose Glitters. The pink sticking up in the middle is Kagura. Herbert's the purple in the middle. Tokonatsu is the pink in front of that. Looking into the woods here, we have Ellie Harris in the background and Sunglow, and then a Klimowitz hybrid, unnamed, double hose and hose. Like those kinds of things. Another Aminum. Viewed from a distance, the central early bed that I showed you earlier, it has the herbaceous bed in front of it, which won't really look all that good until about June. There's a small arrangement underneath some Japanese maples. And Kuroma shikabue in the distance with some other Japanese maples and pots that I have. The barrels you see over there are for collecting rainwater. And I have them full now, but they won't be full in August. Well, this is April 30th, and the early azaleas have faded into the mid-season right now. And I usually mark mid-season with fawn, which is what you're looking at. It's a Glendale. Break O'Day is glad to see me. Some more fawn. Bright white in the distance is Delaware Valley white. Below it is a small George Windley Tabor. Have some remnant early azaleas off to the right. Tina's World is a nice strap, pretty purple. Kuroma shikabue is a strap behind that, and Wagner's White Spider is a strap behind that. Bottom right is Blue Danube, Nuccios. On the left is a Holly Springs Red and a Bob Stewart White, Bob Stewart 17. A view from behind, we have Mother's Day and Hershey Red on the left, as well as the red ruffles. Coronado above that. On the right, have an area called the Twigling Bed. I wanted to call it the Seedling Bed, but Dave Nanny wouldn't let me because I don't have any seedlings in there. This is where I generally dump things. It don't look too bad. Another view of fawn and the Twigling Bed. Magnifica with Kuroma shikabue in the distance. Mother's Day on the bottom left. Glacier somewhat to the right. Autumn Sangria is the dark pink in the upper right. Mother's Day is the red on the right. Formosa is the purple in the upper right. Delaware Valley White is the white. Fawn on the far left. Twigling Bed in the distance. Red ruffles is the main red straight ahead. George Windley Tabor is the whitish thing nearby. This is May 3rd. We're at the back end of the twiggling bed. Close up here we have Venus's Baby, which is about the largest flower I have, but Georgia Giant, the white one, a little bit behind it in the center, is almost as big. Joanna is the red one to the left. Slightly above and to the left of that is James Stewart, done by Bob Stewart. That pink one in the center right is 1697, which is a Stewart unnamed hybrid. Then we have various others. The white one on the far left is, doesn't matter, but it's a white rosebud in any event. To your upper right there is a number of Bob Stewart hybrids also. And in the center right is a Mrs. G.G. Gerbing. The pink one that's trying to open up on the far right is Lorna. And in the distance we have Blazon, B-L-A-Z-O-N, as the end of the twiggling bed. Across a small path then we have red ruffles. And then beyond that we have some more Lorna and rosebud. The tall one in the distance straight up is going to be Midnight Flare. James Harris did that one. The unusual pink and white one in the foreground is a Bob Stewart hybrid, unnamed. To the right of that would be Autumn Violet, an encore. Above that to the right would be Glacier. Straight up would be Magnifica. And Mother's Day is up on the upper left. This nice plant looks an awful lot like George Linley Tabor, but when I compare the two, there are some differences, so I don't know what it is. I got it without a name. Obviously, bicolor, two-tone, selfs. Behind that we have Pete Vines' Purple Passion. And further back there we have a large hosta, Empress Wu. Sort of shows we're getting into late spring when we get to that level. And moving around to the front, we have pink ruffles on the left. The white one would be Snow, moving to the right of that. The red ones straight ahead would be BG Red. I bought them that way as B-E-E-G-E, excuse me. And I suspect that they're really Brookside Gardens red. The white directly ahead is Delaware Valley White. And then we have Kuroma Shikaboo on the right with the, that would be Autumn Sangria, the pink one on the far right.